This is Mr. Joe from Virtuabotix. Today we'll be going over the Versalino FTDI. We designed this board specifically to work with the Versalino and any other FTDI compatible board, and also all of our comm devices. Inside you should have a 2-foot cable and pinout guide and the Versalino FTDI. One of the key features on the FTDI is that it actually has a power selector. So you can actually choose whether or not you're operating in 3.3 or 5 volt mode. On the front you have all your standard features: transmit receive light, the standard FTDI port, and over here is the COM port. And so first let's go ahead and use this as a standard FTDI. First thing you're going to do is plug it into the USB, which, and you see there it blinked, which means it's happy. And let's go ahead and program the Versalino Nano first. Okay, so for the Versalino Nano, plugs in like so. Okay, see that blink is already loaded onto this. And let's go ahead and load a new program. Again, when you're programming the Nano, be sure to select Nano 328 and the COM port for your FTDI. And the LED on the Nano is on bus A D1. So now we're going to go ahead and program a fast blink onto this guy. So if you watch. Okay. And now she's programmed and blinking quickly. So, next we're going to go ahead and do the Versalino Uno. The only difference so far is that we put an LED in the same position on bus A D1 as is on the Nano, so that we can see what's happening. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, take our Versalino FTDI, plug it in. You see that I've already loaded the slow blink program on this one. Okay, and what we're going to go ahead and do is load the fast blink. For this, remember that it has an Uno chip in there, so select the Uno as your device. Okay, there she goes. And now you can see it's blinking fast. It's just as easy as that. Okay, so next, let's go ahead and get creative. What we're going to go ahead and do is take this, we're going to plug in the Versalino. Let's go ahead and pull out this LED so we're not distracted by it. And so now we have this connected to the computer, and this is connected externally. Let's say we mounted it somewhere in our basement. Okay, so now what you can do, here is a Bluetooth master. The older models have 6 pins, but the new ones have only 4 pins because you don't really use the state or key pins. And we wanted to make sure that there was no confusion as far as connecting these goes. But if you have our old ones, never ever plugged in that way. Do not. Always plug it in to the COM port. Okay, so it plugs in like so. And if you're in doubt, just match up the pins that are on the back of this to the pins on the COM port. Okay, so you see this is blinking quickly now. Let's go ahead and grab a slave. So what we're going to go ahead and do is put this slave on the Versalino. And if you didn't know, the Versalino, both of them, are designed to be plug and play with all our COM devices. So you see this plugs in, and now they're both solid because they're instantly paired. And then if we wanted to, what we can do is just transmit data between these two devices using our standard methodology. So you could write a program on the Uno and treat it exactly as if it was just a regular serial program by doing this link between the computer, because the computer sees a regular serial device and this sees a regular serial device too. So the Versalino and the computer don't have to change the way they think about it. The real nice thing about this is that the reconnect is extremely quick. So even in a brownout, you tend to be okay. So let's go ahead and show this same thing on the Nano. So with the Nano, let's go ahead and plug this into the COM port. Plug into external power. And you see it's blinking quickly. And it's paired. So now you've got the Versalino Nano paired wirelessly, or the Versalino Uno paired wirelessly in just a couple of seconds. No code need to be changed, so you could write a program in C# or use your regular serial COM port. So let's say just use your hyperterminal or teraterm and everything's good to go. So that is the primary set of features on the Versalino FTDI. You can pick them up off our website or off our Amazon store, and definitely worth the buy.